So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Rivaldo totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although I'm sure he himself won't be thinking about that. All he'll be thinking about will be making sure that he ends up on the winning side here.
Rudiger makes the interception. Searching pass he's played there. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Ambitious ball here. Played back in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That pass isn't the best. Raul is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's caused a worry or two. And they've got rid. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Camavinga. Rudiger clears it away. A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chouameni tries to clear. Chouameni. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Koundé gets it away. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Played into space. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Is just off target. Kamavinga. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind.
It's Griezmann! That's a half-decent try.
Griezmann had only the seemingly easy task of hitting the target with the keeper wrong-footed, and he made a mess of it.
Now it's Bellingham. And he's there to get it away. Messi proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That has ended up in no man's land. Aimed beyond the defence. All Black breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's hit it long. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's Azar. Bellingham. And this is Forlan. Oh, some tackle that. Now, he's got space here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Raul. Eder Militao.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 19, Raul. Coming on the field is number 4,
Bellingham.
Bebeto.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. And he welcomes it in. Bellingham. Oh, important interception.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Messi. Decent chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Bellingham.
Barcelona making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Neymar. Coming on the field is number 5, Vinicius Junior.
And we're done. Barcelona can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening
And
to
a quick
you.
reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to...
He's gone for goal! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Aimed beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Played into space. Spread neatly. Lovely bit of skill. Lampard goes for goal! It's a loose ball. That's going to go a long way. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And he's had a hit! Great effort, but no way through. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Lampard. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Deftly away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Vitinha. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Courtois clears it away. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to belt it away. Roberto Carlos. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. No, he's just misjudged that one. Over to the left. And it's Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no break. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
So time for
Vitinha.
change, and this
Coming
one has
on
been
the
on the cards
field
for a little
is
while.
Well, this
Number
could be a bit of a
20.
night.
And he's let fly! Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Threads one in. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's in plenty of space here. Koundé with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, that is very close.
Carlos brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Now, can they get him away? And claimed it back swiftly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hazard. And it's Robertson. Rijkaard can get it clear. Looking for options for movement. Van Dijk with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rijkaard. Haaland does really well to win the ball there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. England have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Nice looking ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Can he get on the end of this?
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard takes control of it and he's on the move. Haaland. Rijkaard getting this one clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Koundé with a definite foul there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
England can always take more positives from a result like
Hello,
this.
attendees.
Yes,
This-
there is.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is very exciting.
Neymar! Oh, nearly. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Raul. And it's Raul! Goal! England! England take the lead.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that pass has been well intercepted. Oh, that's clever. And he's there to clear it. And it's Lampard. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Rafinha. Oblak gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Applies the finish! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Lampard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cannavaro concedes a free kick for that. Not the most accurate pass. Costa Curta clears it away. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look.
Can he finish? It's hit the upright. And it's in! Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Vitinha has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Rivaldo. Neymar. Now there's a real chance! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting... And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
England really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
England go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good ball, good take. And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rijkaard. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Oh, super ball! Face big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
3-0, and things are... Raul! That is gorgeous from Raul! A finish right from the top draw. It is no contest. It is a landslide. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
England are at the peak of their power. It's Raul! It's in! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best.
Mbappe! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! That was a given, it always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So, a breakthrough already. It's Asa! No way through. Knocks it out wide. He is through here! Messi! And one more try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Trossard. Has a look and plays it forward. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's found the way through. He's on it, can he get away? Messi. Distributed tidily. An instinctive delivery. Rivaldo gets it away. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. England really could have done without this. All Black will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Half an hour played now. Beckenbauer tries to pass it through. Raul. It's loose. Decent chance! That's another chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nicely aimed pass. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, nicely intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neatly clipped into space. Verbruggen is there to clear. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Lampard. Neymar. Chance for a shot! Goal! And right on half-time, that is telling. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There was only one...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro gets it away. Now that looks a decent ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. That's going to go a long way. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Out to the right, Koundé. Koundé got a long way forward to join the attack. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's really well cleared. And back to the keeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has been cut short. England must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Substitution for England, number 19, Raul. Coming on the field is
Now it's Messi.
Bebeto.
Another throw-in.
Substitution for England, number 22, Rivaldo. Coming on to replace him is
And it's
number
Lampard.
7.
And he's got a hit! Oh, that is outstanding! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's...
And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum
Just
up
a
what
quick
we've witnessed, Jim?
And an
England
exciting one
can
too.
always
We're
take
about to
more
announce
positives
today's
from a
lottery
result
numbers.
like this.
Please watch
Yes,
the screen
there is
if you
some
have a
tidying
ticket.
up to do, but some real promise too.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Busquets cuts out the pass. Just about within shooting range. And somehow it stayed out. Played out to the left flank. What a throw in. Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Neymar. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now that looks a decent ball, and he's certainly onside here. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Neymar. Spread it left. Can he get it through? Messi going face to face with his great rival. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice looking ball. 15 minutes till half-time. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Knocks it out wide. Cruyff's cross. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. India with the corner, they're first. Tries to get it clear. And here's Messi. Goes for the shot! So what can they make of this? Well, they've got it again. Cruyff. Now it's Batistuta. Takes a shot! Off the post! Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super find. And this is Raul. And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Batistuta. He's in a great position here. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cafu is in a really good position out wide. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zanetti. Lampard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. India can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
India are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now that's well seen too. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lampard, a player who needs no introduction. And he's intervened well there. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He has found the way through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. 1-0! Never any doubt! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper, he read it, but succumbed to the placement.
India have penetrated for the first time.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily...
And he shoots!
Lionel Messi!
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He is through here! And now they can clear their lines. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
Played into space. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Rijkaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, what has happened here? And this is Cruyff. He's got away. Goes for a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give
Jim,
yourself...
how do you... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Alexander-Arnold. It's Xabi Alonso. Now that's well seen too. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Cruyff. Xabi Alonso. Messi. And here's Van Basten. Messi. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And he's on a charge. Not the most convincing of passes. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Basten! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Cruyff. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Cannavaro. Here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Xabi Alonso.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lampard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the pass is intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Messi. Xabi Alonso. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff.
This is actually quite a courageous move.
Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
A quick
here.
reminder today that smoking is
Goals at
only
this
allowed
stage,
in
but certainly
areas
not
shown
devoid
in
of
this map.
action.
Thank you
It
for
is
your
0-0 here
cooperation.
at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's heaved it away. have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
England clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Almost an hour gone. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
That has been cut short. Cruyff. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Raul. It's Raul! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Raul deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Right card. That's a sharp pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's decided to go for it. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Number 19, Raul.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Bebeto coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit to go.
Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Van Dijk cuts it out. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There's the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Minutes is number 18, Didier Drogba.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Drogba. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. How do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those...
Oh no, this does not look good! And he's running through! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position... Messi! He went for the curler. Can he get it through? Distributed tidily. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for the run. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. So we're still where we started right now. Bellingham. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Rivaldo. Cleared away. Lovely bit of skill. Lampard gets into some space. Goes for goal! Oh, he's hit the bar! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that would...
Oh, what a mistake! Big chance! Goal, England! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
England, after 24 minutes, is number 9, Neymar! Neymar!
So we have the first goal.
Neymar!
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he was quick to react. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Tries to pass it through. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Xavi Alonso gets it away. And the ball's gone astray. Goes for the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. He's on it, can he get away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Beckenbauer. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
England leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again. England carrying a one-goal lead. That's an imaginative pass. Triol gets across to intercept that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he plays one through. He is through here! Bellingham. He's gone for goal! Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a...
Oh, what's he done? It's Neymar!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space, and it's made its way to him. A real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely shaped ball. And he's there to clear it. Messi.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Xavi Alonso really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Shoots! Oh, off the bar! Just off target.
Serginho could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Coming on the field is number 4, Bebeto.
And it's Bellingham. He's got away.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And that has sent him sprawling. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Bellingham.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Showing good feet. Can he finish? Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Barcelona are back in business! He gave it plenty and some, crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely...
And this is Neymar. Great chance!
The goal scorer for England.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
England take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Sonny! And yes, it's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
All square again. So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cherki. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely shaped ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Forlan. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Wan-Bissaka did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Platini. That's a little off target. Jackie, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. England faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. To open the scoring. 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition more open and riskier game.
Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And we have our very first corner. Clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries from distance. He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos. Now Costa Curta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Baresi cuts it out.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Cherki, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So
good ball, good take. Rijkaard. And it's Shevchenko. Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Wan-Bissaka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Over to the left. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Raul. Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. England are still behind by 1, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Two up now, and they are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar, looking for the run. Baresi calmly anticipates. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's Forlan. England are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Oh, that's fabulous. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what.
Forlan! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Forlan deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Number 16, Rodri. Coming on the field, number 22.
Looking to play him in. Boy, this time. Costa Curta.
Substitutions
That is
taking
good
place.
pressure, just hounded him off it. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
England have their third corner.
4 added minutes have
Tries
been
to get it
indicated.
clear. Time added on, 4 minutes. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Oblak clears. And time is up. Then no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by...